Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, tonight Taylor Gang proudly brings to you the final chapter that is the idiocy and the mentally disabled super cunt that is Einars Dubrovskis. Yes, this saga of the meltdown of the simp has finally come to an end, and unlike the Rise of Skywalker, you will finally find closure to it, because today I'm going to reveal and destroy Einars Dubrovskis once and for all, and the reveal of the repercussions that is his actions has potentially involved YouTube themselves. So sit back and relax, and let's dive into the other garbage and stupidity that is this monumental failure. And the reason why I'm wearing a mask is because COVID-19 cases actually spiked. So yeah, but stay safe, everyone. So even more shit has been unearthed by our good friend Einars Dubrovskis, as if humiliating himself in multiple videos hell-bent on harassing people that disagree with his opinions wasn't bad enough. This fucko decides to expose himself even more as the hypocrite scum, mentally inferior and coward that he is.
Woo! Yeah, baby! That's what I've been waiting for. That's what it's all about. Woo!
After Fuck Einars 2 went up, Einars' natural response was to make a 2-hour-long video responding to my video, which I gotta ask, how on earth did you manage to get 2 hours out of my 13-minute video? That was probably the first thing I laughed at before even clicking play. The video itself wasn't all that great. It really was just him bitching and moaning about Susie Liu again. It was just a complete re-upload of my video, really. Einars crying about how I'm such a bully, really drawing out Google searches about what harassment and bullying is that was completely irrelevant and didn't help his case in the slightest, if he even had one. And at the end, him threatening me in the edgiest way of all cringe, continuously mispronouncing my name as Haru Ren, which became my new favorite phrase.
As you will not respect me, I am not going to respect you! You dare make me again look bad! This will not end good for you.
And then having just a pure aneurysm at the end there.
But how dare you actually call Susie Liu shit!
Throughout the video, this was really my reaction through the whole thing, summed up by this clip from Final Fantasy X. Since this is actually the last Fuck Einars video that will be aired, I thought it would be helpful to bring you up to speed with the situation. About 3 months ago, Taylor made videos criticizing Susie Liu, and Einars was already notorious for going in other people's comment sections to send harassing comments on people who criticize Susie Liu. Taylor was just one of many victims to feel the wrath of Einars, but Taylor in particular was special because seeing how Taylor only had about 100 subscribers, Einars thought he would kickstart his content creation career by starting a harassment campaign against Taylor Gang so that he wouldn't be receiving so much backfire. Einars spammed out 5 shitty videos using a screen recording on his phone, pretty much hurling petty insults and personalized attacks on Taylor instead of challenging the merits of his coverage. Einars' first videos were on July 7, 2020, while Taylor was simply reporting on the situation on Susie Liu as it was happening. Oh, and did I tell you that Melly P actually even praised Taylor's coverage? I don't think Einars even realizes that. After Einars' videos keep racking up, demanding Taylor answer him back and even demanding Taylor leave YouTube, that is not a joke, Taylor, in a show of hubris he probably came to regret, responded to Einars.
Here's me answering back. You do not get to insult my subscribers and call them pathetic and small-brained.
The back and forth continued with Taylor still covering the whole situation with Susie Liu, while Einars continued responding like a petulant whiny man-child. I must point out here that the very first time somebody criticizes something he likes, Einars' first reaction is to harass them, and his second reaction is to turn that into content. In this whole scuffle, Einars not only exposed himself as being an utter hypocrite, attacking whoever came his way, revealing himself believing COVID-19 is fake, attacking frontline workers and the infected, attacking his own viewers and subscribers, and also attacked Taylor's mental health as well as his girlfriend. Sounds like a predator, doesn't he? And this idiot really believes that we're the bullies here and that we started this whole thing. If you look at the date stamps on Einars and Taylor's videos, you will see that Einars really was the one who started all of this drama. Another thing I want to point out is Einars' pure fakeness and disingenuous character. While he's made so many videos defending all of Susie's actions and demanded that we stop making videos criticizing Susie Liu's actions, Einars went on and made 3 videos criticizing Susie Liu. All of them were absolutely horse shit. The third one in particular, reacting to Suzy Lu's Q&A, Taylor made a video doing the same thing before he did, and Einars made a shit video reacting to that, and defending Suzy the entire time. Now in his own reaction video, he levels petty insults at Suzy. This part in particular made me cringe super hard.
Yes, you are outside one of the sexiest females in the world, but inside you are kind of stupid. Outside, yoo-hoo. Inside, yeah. Then she better get out of YouTube, because she's disgrace.
So, why is it okay for you to insult Suzy Lu, but Taylor can't, Einars? Einars being fake really is something that hurts both sides of the fight with the Suzy Lu situation. Einars is literally the definition of someone that Suzy Lu describes as using her name for clicks. Einars' hypocrisy and delusions are really astounding to me, honestly, and right after he did these videos on Suzy Lu, he went back to attacking Taylor. Einars continuously proving so many times his childish behavior and probably making his parents regret even giving him a cell phone. If his reaction to my video was anything to go by, I'd say Einars is completely done. Not only making edgy comments to someone that commented on his videos, which in hilarious fashion, Taylor revealed it was him because he wanted to see what Einars would do, and being the stupid idiot that he is, he took the bait.
You eat, then you don't even deserve to be alive. You stupid sadomasochist. You actually want to be killed. In fact, you want that.
But also making threats against me as well, which I'm not actually threatened by him in the slightest, because I could easily knock him out in a fight in 2 seconds since I actually trained in 3 different forms of Kung Fu. If he wants to meet up with me to fight, I'm more than happy to.
You dare make me again look bad. This will not end good for you. Haru Ren, I will make sure of it. I will make sure of it. How dare you!
At this point in the video though, I would like to take a brief intermission to discuss what we've both done outside of all this drama. See, Einars loves to claim that me and Taylor simply loves using his name, making him look bad for views and subs, but I figured it would be fun if we take a look at what we both personally achieved without getting in each other's way. Let's start with us. While this drama was going on, we continued our own videos and content, Taylor doing a variety of gameplay videos and doing a very good sum up of Suzy Lu's exploits, while I continue growing the Baku Talk news and covering a game I have a genuine passion for, and we have both grown in subs ever since. I do the occasional Sunday live stream and have plenty of people show up and hang out while playing some Bakugan video games ahead of Champions of Astroya releasing, which I do recommend you come down to watch, especially since I have a Halloween stream planned. Ooh. My channel has garnered quite the following, receiving praise from many voice actors, and even had one come onto the channel and do a podcast with me. Meanwhile, for Einars, he made a 6-part answering back series, all of which was shitically acclaimed, ratio to hell, and lost 1 subscriber while not growing any at all. Has had multiple times accused me of serial harassment, when really looking at his channel, you can tell he was the one who was really the serial harasser. He has even made edgy jokes to a bait account that Taylor had, and his My Anger Explained video even admitted to Suzy Lu doing full-length anime reactions, despite saying she wasn't doing it in the past.
Some of her first anime reaction videos, I watched them full. Now I am not watching them, because I kind of lost my interest in them. And Suzy Lu never stole any episode, like you're trying to claim.
Total bullshittery and a scathing indictment of Einars' fake character. Einars has made it clear that anything embarrassing or bad he says out of his mouth, he'll blame us, because we apparently provoked him to. Yeah. Not only using words where 90% of the time he doesn't even know the definitions of, but he's left himself humiliated, throwing a years-long temper tantrum against us. I see Einars as nothing but a 24-year-old unemployed, mentally disabled man-child that is what you imagine as your stereotypical internet troll. Nothing more.
Einars over here has the maturity of a sperm cell.
But how dare you actually call Suzy Lu shit!
While it was fun to kick him while he cries on the ground, it has gotten boring and stale, and the joke is no longer funny. It's interesting, isn't it, how Einars completely tanks himself after being obsessive over us, while during a period where we were just focused on creating our own content and not giving two shits about him. And I like how Einars really thinks that I should be the one respecting others. Yeah, no, that's not how it works with me, Einars. Respect is earned, and you have not at all earned my respect. And if you think that I care about being respected by you, you are a nothing, so I could care less about being respected by you. I care about the respect of my viewers and my audience. I don't give a crap about you. Oh, and this arrogant dickwad also seems to have this delusion that his videos are way better than mine, and that's because of that I'm a competitor to him. First of all, I gotta take into account and say, Einars, don't flatter yourself. I will never consider you better or on par or even a competitor to me. Ever. In any medium. Ever. He also has this delusion that he won this big, I guess, war between us. I've said this in comments before, but Einars, you were never even playing this game in the first place. I compare you to the little kid that watches from the sidelines screaming every time we yell checkmate and crying whenever the guy playing makes a bad move. After watching through your videos multiple times, possibly more than anyone on this planet, I can safely and surely say that you are, in my opinion, without a doubt, the worst user on YouTube. This whole thing stopped being about Suzy Lu a long time ago. You made it personal, and the mistake YouTube made was giving you a platform to issue threats and anonymous safety like the coward that you are. Us? Me? We were merely reactors, reporters. We merely broadcast whatever you do. So despite you thinking that I'm making you look bad, let me make one thing clear. I did not screw Einars Dubrovskis. Einars Dubrovskis screwed Einars Dubrovskis. The fallout of this is actually where I come into play. I never revealed this to anyone, and this is where I reiterate, you were never even a player in this game to begin with. I actually have a cousin that works for Twitter directly that has close contacts with higher-ups at Google and YouTube. I emailed her about what was happening and the activities you were doing on your channel, and she has confirmed to me that she will be bringing your channel to YouTube's attention. If you don't believe me, check out this email. Pause the video and take a good look at this, Einars. Like I said in my first video on you, you have been caught in a web of your own bullshit and you want an out. Well, we ain't giving it to you, and like I did here, I'll just take the cannon and fire it right at your face in point blank range. So take great care, Einars, as now you committed petty harassment and weaponizing the flagging system that caused one of Taylor's videos to get age restricted that you actually admitted to, by the way, and making threats under anonymous safety now comes to an end, because you are now on YouTube's radar. Whatever happens from here on out is up to YouTube, as I cannot say what should happen to you. That's not my call to make. For us, well, we're just gonna continue expressing our opinions, whether it's criticizing Netflix for that Cuties movie, Suzy Lu again, praising anime. We say our opinions and life moves on. But let's not forget what this whole situation was about. A reviewer that criticized someone he didn't like, an oversensitive fanboy that lashed out on anyone that criticized his senpai, reacted by harassing them repeatedly, exposing himself as having no idea when the bat fuck he was doing, and played the victim throughout the entire ordeal, resulting in one Asian boy having great connections to report his activities to the wrong people he hoped wouldn't catch him. Take a bow, you dumb, arrogant, delusional, dumb bastard! With this, I would say this simp meltdown saga, this stupidifying tale of Einars Dubrovskis has finally come to an end. Myself, I think Einars has genuine mental problems, or at the very least he's on a certain spectrum. You can't spout shit this crazy for this long and constantly preach that someone is out to get you and that people who don't agree with you is in on it, and doing the most craziest overreactions I've ever seen from any YouTube user without having a few bats in the head. Without a gifted proctologist to yank his head out of his ass, I don't think we're gonna shake him from his delusions. And we were gonna close this show with one final note instead of a live action segment. If you encounter criticism of someone you like, it's important to remember that everyone is not above criticism. If someone you really like is getting criticized, either debate it civilly or suck it up and move on. You are not entitled to success in any line of work, and YouTube videos are no different. If you or someone you like does something bad, you will be called out for it. And if you want to be successful in this life, you have to work for it. And I'm Haru Ren's son, Einars Dubrovskis. Goodbye and good riddance.
But how dare you actually call Suzy Lu shit!